main differences between a wet trim and a dry trim are that when we're trimming wet, there's a lot more vulnerability of the cannabis flower to bruising and damage. So you'll notice that when people are trimming wet, they end up with a lot of what we call finger hash, or basically resin all over their fingers, on the scissors. The trichomes can fall off on the ground, they can end up bruised. And then once we're finished that wet trimming, we now have to dry the cannabis. And often when it's been trimmed completely wet, we can no longer hang it. So we end up putting it on screens, which causes half of the flower to end up flat, which is really not a very flattering look. When we dry our cannabis before we trim it, it's now in a much more durable state. The trichomes are no longer vulnerable to bruising, and the cannabis being dried before it was trimmed lent it to being able to be hung, which allowed us to have a nice even look instead of half of the flower being pressed flat by the screen. So ultimately, dry trimming does tend toward producing a higher quality product and more retention of the essential oils located in the trichomes.